So I was talking to a friend of mine on a project I'm working on where I'm going to turn this heating element into a field heater. What for? Making hot water, as well as just staying warm in the winter. Have it all tucked up in my sleeping bag with me. It's not just going to be the heating element itself. Different project, not the point of this. The point of this is power supplies and rated amps versus amps drawn. Now, I was talking about how to power this thing, and he said he remembered I had this 48 volt DC power inverter. It used to run, I think, a radio charger, radio batteries. But it is, we'll do this the easy way. So you can see we are 48 volts. Come on, focus. 48 volts DC at 1.5 amps. Now, his understanding was that this will give you 48 volts with 1.5 amps. And I told him this thing draws something like 3, maybe 3.5 amps when it's good and hot. He said it shouldn't be a problem because this thing will produce half of that. And I realized at this moment he was confused on the problem at hand, which is volts are pushed. No matter what I do to this power supply is only going to push 48 volts. No more, no less. And I've measured that this thing will actually give 48 volts. Right on the money. But amps are drawn. The load is what dictates how many amps are being pulled or drawn. To prove that, I have my multimeter hooked up on here, and if I hook this guy up, without the hook flailing away, you can see right off the bat we are at 2.3 ohms, 2.3 amps. So 2.5 amps, and you can see as this thing gets hotter, the amp draw is going up. Now this thing, again, is only designed to produce 1.5 amps, but I'm asking it to produce more than it is rated to produce, more than it can safely produce. Now I can do this for a while. I've had this thing on for 10 minutes, and the power supply really wasn't bothered by it. But by doing that, by running it this way, I'm going to definitely shorten the lifespan of this power supply. And depending on, like, if this is only rated for half an amp, I'd probably just break the thing. It would just, let the blue smoke monster out rather quickly. So, like I said, I don't know how long this thing will last doing it this way, but I am going to have to order a different power supply to make that work the way I want it to. Because frankly, this just isn't going to cut it for this project, not safely anyway. So again, remember, volts are pushed, but amps are drawn.